Honey, I don't have time to be starting all that music and playing all that bullshit. Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me see, I'll run the banner. And yes, honey, I got some good little stuffy. Yeah, make sure y'all do all that shit up there. Make sure you do all of that, all that. Honey, I gets my stuff together quick. So we got a response back from the government, but it's not the response y'all looking for. It's not the response y'all looking for. But we're gonna play the light game. Light me up. Light me up, light me up. No, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I'm just playing. But while we wait, I ain't gonna get this out the way. Y'all can hear me, right? Can y'all hear me? We on second shift. I got a second shift. I did a first shift. So in 24 hours, so to speak, I've done a third shift. But what's that third shift? I don't know. I'm doing a third shift. In 48 hours. I said I've done a third shift, a first shift, and a second shift. Shit. Hell. Like your girl love. Like your girl love. But there is a little response in there from the government about the J-Bo post-conviction motion. But I'll get to that in a minute. I'll put that up. Uh so y'all got to hold me to some things, right? Because I know I'll say some things and then I'll get talked into doing the opposite of what I said I was gonna do, whatever. But y'all can hear me. I'll start talking and I ain't even greeted y'all. Ain't that some shit? I did my chat call. Hey, Just B, Kayla, Miss Dee Dee. Hey, Sharice. Hey, Peter. That's it, Kayla. Yeah, I got Kayla. Um, okay. Listen, y'all. So I said that I was not going to do any breakdowns or anything like that. Go through the paperwork. I'll just call it going through the paperwork. Until at least my enemies do it. Right? I'm not talking to the one people I rock with and I deal with. Because in a way we are co-workers, right? Especially the ones that I deal with. Right? That I go to their channels, I'll be on their panels and things of that nature. I'm not talking about them. Okay? You know. We take stuff from each other all the time. I'm not talking about them. That's definitely not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about those people that try to come for your credentials, talk about your damn channel and shit like that, making all kind of shots and subliminals, only to repeat every goddamn thing you say without doing the work or really figuring it out. And they repeat the shit wrong. Be wrong than a motherfucker. You come out better, just ask my permission to play the live. Because if you don't know what the fuck it is you're talking about, you do your people a disservice. And I think that a majority of us has done a pretty good job that's getting out of the area of ignorance and illiteracy, letting them people be them and try to move along with the information, trying to learn from one another, whatever, and just get it right. I don't matter what side you're on. If you ain't on the side, you do yourself a disservice when you don't want to have the facts and you have the evidence, and base it on the evidence and shit like that. You do the people that come fuck with you a disservice because you leave them confused. You have some people that only go to one channel, and then if they ever venture out or when they get hit with the realness, they be confused in tears because they didn't have common sense to be in somebody's bushes or whatever, or to go, better yet, go find out yourself. You don't have to listen to us. Just go find out yourself if you don't believe it, or if you want to confirm what anybody says. And here's another. So this is gonna be something like a confirmation of a video as well. We hitting all the areas. And shout out to Club Blue. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all always showing up, and Oak Cove and Enterprise and the Dream Team and Team Kells or Team Lock Kells up or whomever you rock with. You know, shout out for showing up because we get this information. And listen, I how many times I say Adams is rated number one. Now I ain't rate that nigga number one for no reason on these streets. Now I ain't rate him number one for no goddamn reason. So I like going back and forth following him or whatever because it makes my life much easier. You know what I'm saying? He's more veteran than I am, right? So I lit up when I saw him do the Minnesota situation because guess what? He did the older stuff for the Minnesota. I got to some new shit. Yes, we're going to correct some shit today. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean that works because Atmos gets down to it. You know what I'm talking about? And so when somebody does a thorough job like that, and all that type of stuff, right there, you can follow somebody like that. So hey, and that's what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, so I said I was gonna wait. So somebody left me a message saying, and please don't do that. Say go ahead and break them down. No, I have a problem when you got the enemies and shit that want to talk about your credentials, your skills and shit, just because you could do something that they can't do, but they don't understand you doing something that you supposed to know how to do because you went to school for it, you trained for it, you teach it. You're supposed to know how to do some of the shit. We don't know everything. There's not a lawyer, doctor that knows everything. They always have to look to a reference. When those doctors and they come in that room with you and they be trying to put those symptoms together, whatever, they leave out that room, your hospital room, and they hit that computer to see what the fuck it is you got. That's just how it works. But majority of the shit we do in real time, but we do pretty good. I see now we do pretty good when we do a little research on what we're gonna talk about. But I still like my natural reactions and the questions that y'all throw out or the comments y'all throw out to make to give us or make us think and give us some more accurate information. So I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying, you had these motherfuckers take shots at you and shit like that, and just to repeat and copycat every goddamn thing you done did and said, but want to take shots and shit. Well, how does that work? So I want to see if they don't have nothing to copy. I want to see what happens. We can get on a private Zoom and talk about this shit and be mom like a motherfucker and just watch these enemies. I got them but two. I got them but two. That come with that bullshit. That incorrect information. Which that makes my skin crawl. I can't do nothing with that. But anyway. So first up on the block, what y'all want to hear about? So let me go and get this out the way. We because I know y'all want to hear about this R. Kelly shit. So the government asked for leave, right, with regards to this response to this Bon John, this J-Bo motion. Okay, let me put that up. Let me go and get that out the way, and we can get to Minnesota. I know y'all want to hear about that. All right. Let me figure out which is which. Okay. Okay. All right. This just came in today. Let me go back here and read. All right. This is from the government. All right. It says, Dear Judge Donnelly, the government respectfully submits this letter to request leave to file briefs exceeding the court's page limit for memoranda in response to the defendant's motions pursuant to Rule 29 and Rule 33 of the FRCP, which is the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure. the government has conferred with the defense counsel who consents to this request. So that means when you ask for leave, hold on. Hello? Who is calling while I'm live? Yes. Yeah, huh? I'm live. What's up? Yeah, you coming back. You coming back. Yeah, I'll be done in a minute. Okay, no problem. Bye bye. Okay, sorry about that. We in real time. So when somebody asks, when an other side asks for leave, that means they want to do something that is not of normal procedure. So they have to get permission to do so. So right now they're saying that they're asking for permission to file the additional pages. Judge Ann has her criteria set for how she wants her filings with regards to this post conviction phase, and the defense counsel has said, yeah, there's no problem. So um, I'll go ahead and read it, but you know what the response was from the judge. As the court is aware, the approximately 6-week trial in this matter, which resulted in a guilty verdict on all counts, was based on a 9-count third superseding indictment, including 1 count of racketeering that alleged 12 proven racketeering acts. The defendant in this Rule 29 motion, in essence, challenges all facts of the government's case, challenging the sufficiency of the government's proof at trial with respect to, for example, the existence of the enterprise, the defendant's pattern of racketeering, each of the specific racketeering acts, the interstate nexus of various racketeering acts, and the 8 substantive Mann Act counts, and makes various other legal claims. So, in other words, what all that means, remember, sufficiency, when they start seeing, when you start to see the word sufficiency or insufficient, whatever, they just really talking about the case, the evidence was not sufficient enough to give it to the jury for them to make a reasonable and a just decision on the evidence, right? That's what they do. You usually see when you see a matter of law, you start seeing that terminology, that legalese. Okay. Let me see what else in here. So we talked about the enterprise. We talked about the RICO yesterday. We talked about establishing the pattern of racketeering. A little bit. We talked about the interstate nexus could be like when you're committing a crime or whatever. If you use a cell phone, if you fax something or whatever, that can satisfy the interstate claim. It doesn't have to be monetary value, because interstate, you're usually thinking about tangible goods selling and profiting and things of that nature. It could be a non-financial transactions as well that would be considered interstate commerce violation. The substance man act counts, that means, and so on and so forth. Uh, Similarly, the defendant's Rule 33 motion, which makes claims of ineffective assistance of counsel, that's IAC, during both the jury selection and trial, specifically challenges 8 of the 12 seated jurors and an alternate juror, as well as the defendant's waiver of certain conflicts related to one of his trial counsels. So with the jurors, what you need to look for is, if you go look through the paperwork yourself and you're looking at the questions, you got to make sure you got the top question, but the sub questions need to result in that juror saying that they can make an unbiased decision, whether or not they watch Surviving R. Kelly, whether or not they are a victim of the sexual abuse, so on and so forth. That is what the sub questions has to say. So let's see. Okay. And the defense waiver of certain conflicts related to women's counsel, because you know that has to do with Attorney Becker. The government's response to all those claims. God damn. Wait a minute. The government response to all those claims therefore require setting forth the pertinent facts demonstrating proof beyond a reasonable doubt related to each of the sufficiency claims and other necessary facts, which will aid the court's review of the lengthy trial record as well as the relevant legal standards regarding these claims. Okay, so the relevant legal standards, okay? They're talking about the case law as well as statutory law. Okay. So let's see. And all of which requires additional pages exceeding the court's page limit. Accordingly, the government respectfully requests that the court grant the government's motion. And I'll take this off. I don't know if you can see that, but let me see if you can see this. And she has the judge has already granted that. Judge Ann don't want no shit. She's already granted it. Like I've always told y'all, normally when both sides agree, the judge usually grants it. And it says the government response is due by March 21st, 2022, and defendant's reply if any is due by April 4th, 2022, ordered by Judge Ann Donnelly. So it's not an extension of the time, it's just an extension of the brief, right? But it's not extension, but it's to allow that all those pages and shit like that she wanted. I'm back on the screen now. That the government wants to submit is submitted. Now let me see. This is the 17, 18, 19, 20. So didn't Judge Ann Donnelly have the 5-day? Then she said, I think all leave requests must be done within 5 days with regards to the length of it, So I don't know. I don't know what that tells me. It tells me that of course they pretty much they have it. So shit. We could be, y'all make sure if y'all got Pacer, y'all need to be sweating Pacer, starting now. You know what I'm saying? Hell, let me, as while I'm sitting here talking, because I don't want to leave this topic and move to the next, let me refresh it to see if they ain't slipped that shit on in there. Okay? While we sitting up here talking with our bitch ass. All right? No, I don't see it as of yet. I'm gonna keep it up so I can hit that refresh button. Okay? I don't want no shit. Yeah, so so weren't the Vordier questionnaire edits approved by all parties? Yeah, but the argument is should those jurors been allowed to be seated, right? And I see how Jabo does it. She'll get you with like 2 or 3 violations and shit, box your ass in for one argument. That's smart. That's real technical and that's strategic. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be able to remedy one situation, but then you got to run into the next. Then you're running to the next. You know what I'm saying? So how are you gonna make correct all of those? And you have to give your arguments, and then you always got to make sure that your arguments don't contradict each other, and it doesn't contradict what you put forth in that case. That means your strategy, your facts, your set of facts. So yeah, so we are now on paperwork watch again. Damn. I can't believe this shit. I cannot believe this shit. Yes, yes, Atmos, refresh game. I know you're going to be on it. Because I'm going to be sweating your ass. I see your ass go live. I don't give a damn. You and the watermelons go live 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be right on your ass. Yes, Atmos, yeah, I'm here. What you got? What is going on? and we already know it's gonna be long as hell. Damn. Shout out to Apples with all that goddamn reading. To have the patience to do that damn reading. Because hell, you know your mom ain't doing it. Unless I have to. I'm like, hell no. I'ma skim through it. Yeah. So with that being said, let me get on over to Minnesota. Okay. So Atmos laid out a bunch of stuff about Minnesota today. And I need to bring you some up-to-date information about Minnesota. All right, so for some reason, I have no idea why it's being stated that the Minnesota case has been dropped, the criminal portion of it, right? Well, let me play you the results. All right, your girl been on it. All right, let me know if y'all can hear this. Hold on for a minute. I'm loading it up. Make sure you like us up. Now this, hell, you know what? Team Kels and Team Lock Kels up. This is something y'all can do as a group. Like us up. Shit. Damn, won't ask for nothing. Like us up. And pay attention to that banner that's going around to the side, because I would prefer that you guys help those people that's going across that bottom with whatever you have to offer. Appreciate it. I'm trying to key it up, yeah. I'm trying to key it up.
Have an in-person appearance, please limit the number of people you bring to court, wear face covering, and follow social distancing. Contact your attorney for information about your hearing and how to appear. Stay home if you are sick, and if you don't have an attorney, stay on the line so we can help you reschedule. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. For location, case, and procedural information, visit the Minnesota State Court Administrator's website at www.mncourts.gov. For information on how to expunge a criminal case, file for divorce, or take another person to court, visit the website and select Get Forms in the top toolbar. To pay an adult parking or traffic ticket, or to schedule an appointment about the ticket with a hearing officer, press 1 or call 651-281-3219. For information on how to obtain copies of a court document, visit the website for a copy request form or press 2. Call Hennepin County at 348-3000 or press 4 for information on how to apply for or obtain copies of birth, marriage, or death certificates, or to connect with vital records, child support, child protection, probation, the public defender, or the county attorney. For all other questions or help with access to remote hearings, press 5. To repeat this message, press 6. You have selected an incorrect option. You have reached Hennepin County District Court. Most hearings are being held using Zoom or phone conferences. If you have an in-person appearance, please limit the number of people you bring to court, wear a face covering, and follow social distancing. Contact your attorney for information about your hearing and how to appear. Stay home if you are sick, and if you don't have an attorney, stay on the line so we can help you reschedule. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. For location, case, and procedural information, visit the Minnesota State Court Administrator's website at www.mncourts.gov for information on how to...
Now, I tried to call the regular way. I tried to call as a regular person, call the regular way. This is what I got. But just wait.
To pay an adult parking or traffic ticket or to schedule an appointment about the ticket with a hearing officer, press 1 or call 651-281-3219. For information on how to obtain copies of a court document, visit the website for a copy request form or press 2. Call Hennepin County at 348-3000 or press 4 for information on how to apply for or obtain copies of birth, marriage, or death certificates, or to connect with vital records, child support, child protection, probation, the public defender.
Yeah, I get impatient after a while with this bullshit.
For all other questions or help with access to remote hearings, press 5. To repeat this message, press 6. This is the Hennepin County Message Center. To leave a message for an employee, dial their 7-digit telephone number now. To enter your mailbox, dial star and your 7-digit telephone number. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now. Goodbye. Sorry, the operator is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished,
I tried, y'all. I tried.
Attorney's office?
Yes, ma'am. I am trying to see if a case was dropped. What I have is a case number.
To see if it was dropped?
Yeah, if the charges was dismissed.
Okay. Sure, let me get you over to district court. One moment.
Thank you.
I
ain't got time for this bullshit.
District court?
Hi, yes, ma'am. I am calling to see if a case is still pending or if it's been dismissed. On your complaint sheet, I have a prosecutor file number, and I also have something referred to as a control number.
Okay, and it should be a case number with a 27?
27. This is Hennepin County, right?
Yep.
It says prosecutor file number, it says control ICR number, and none of them start with the 27.
Okay, I can search by name. What's the last name?
Last name is Kelly, Kelly.
And the first name?
Robert, Robert.
And date of birth?
1/8/1967.
57 or 67?
67.
67?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the only case I'm seeing is the offense date of July 11, 2001. And there's actually an active warrant on it.
There's an active warrant on it. This is the felony case with the, let's see.
Yeah. Looks like a felony case for prostitution charges.
Prosecution charges. That case is still active.
Yeah, there's an active warrant on it.
Active warrant. Okay, can you give me the case number?
Yep, case number is 27CR 1911111.
19111. Is there any way that I can get a copy of that indictment, or is there a website we can go to get that?
Yeah, you should be able to go online. The website is mncourts.gov.
mncourts.gov.
Correct.
Okay.
And then it should have a tab that says access case files, and then you should be able to access the documents.
Okay. That's all
by searching with that case number.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's all I needed.
Yep, you're welcome.
Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Okay. So I had heard, maybe a week or two that this case was dropped. It's actually not dropped. It's actually a active warrant on this case. Now, of course, I have the paperwork. I'll go ahead and put that up just in case anybody wanted to grab it. Let's see. Here we go. So this is the newest, the most recent copy of the complaint, the indictment. Active warrant, right? So this warrant, it was updated on 9/12/2000. I'm sorry, 9. I thought the dates and that was 9/21/2021, 9/12/2021, something like. Yeah, September 12th. No, it's 2021, whatever. But this is the updated warrant. They updated it. So he has $1 million bail, recommended bail of $1 million, and you see those two charges. So there's an active warrant as of 2021. If y'all want me to, I can go to the site to verify that date. I want to make sure I'm giving you the right shit. So I don't know if somehow sometimes people confuse civil actions with criminal actions. Just because someone have a criminal action that has already been handled, is already gone to court for and what have you, it doesn't mean that cancels out the criminal. You can have both. Yeah, you can have both. It has been done. So that's how you know. I mean, if you ever have a question if something can happen and it's legally, if you see this being done and it has not been successfully challenged, that's mean that it can be done. And when I mean successfully challenged, they challenge the fact that it was done, not the nature of it, but the very fact that it was done. Just like when somebody would bring something with regards to double jeopardy, being that double jeopardy is a violation of the Constitution, right? So you will see a filing challenging, and stating the violation is double jeopardy, meaning it can't be done. Fuck all the nature of the case or whatever. This is double jeopardy, So that, let's see, that active warrant was updated, was 9/17/2021. So it's 9/17/2021, and you heard her say that case is still active, and there is a warrant on warrant form. So I was trying. I kept hearing that the case was, dismissed or canceled or whatever. And I was like, I kept Googling it to see, you know. And not to say that at some point it would be, wouldn't be counted. But as of right now, it's very active, and there's a warrant that was updated as late as whatever that date I just told you, 2021. And that was a call I just made while Atmos was on live. So I just made that call today. And I provide you with the case number. If anybody want to keep track of it with the case number, that case number again is 27 CR 1919111. So, hey. Yeah, so just because, if someone pursues a case civilly, that does not cancel out a criminal case. You can still pursue something, even if there's an NDA. A lot of people get confused when they settle NDAs, or even when they're going through an active NDA. Sometimes they are under the impression, because of the secrecy and the nature of the NDA, you're not supposed to be talking this and third. It has nothing to do with you pursuing criminal charges. That may or may not just fuck up your money, your lawsuit money, but it doesn't prevent you from seeking criminal charges. And settling a civil claim does not cancel out a criminal complaint. Those are two different divisions. That's not a remedy. Those are two different divisions. So I don't know, but I'll go ahead and drop the link. I had asked Club Blue. I was like, y'all know if the case is canceled or whatever, and so I dropped the link just in case anybody won't say something before we get off. Before I end it for a second shift. Damn, I did a third shift, a first and a second. Lord have mercy. And by the time JoJo get off, he going like, you did all them lives. God damn. I don't know how you do all that. Yeah, and I ain't no robot like you. I ain't no robot like you. Yes, honey. Right. The civil, I think the civil, he got a default judgment on the civil case, and but the criminal case is still in play. It's still active. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but this shit is shooting out. This shit is shooting out like goddamn sparkles. Listen, that's about as much as the fireworks that I can handle. I don't fuck around the mother fireworks and shit. I'm not holding shit till it burn down and nothing. As much as I can do, and that have to get my nerves together to fuck with them sparkles. You know them little gray sticks? That's about I don't like all that fire and shit sparking all everywhere. But this shit is sparking like it's coming. I mean, like this. I can, y'all know I can't snap my fingers. I'm doing the best I can. Shit, like this. I got my hand up to the computer so you can hear me trying to snap. We weren't allowed to do that. I don't know how to snap no damn fingers. We weren't allowed to do that shit. And pop gum and chew gum and shit. You can't do that. You better go to school. Go to work. Go to school first. As long as you was in school, you didn't have to get a job. Man, ain't that a good deal? I gave my child the same deal. As long as you always in school, you ain't got to work. Okay. So, but anyway, that's crazy, right? Yeah, James. Okay, you bring your bald head ass on up here and hit the link. Hell, always starting shit. Why don't people that attacked James Harris before? Come on in, Team Kev, and get his ass. hey, y'all. Oh, yeah, James Club Blue. So yeah, he got blocking powers, but still, y'all come on in and attack his ass. Call him bald head when you get in here. He always starting shit with people. Oh, okay, Jules Blakes. What's the case number again is 27 CR 1919111. Let me type it in. So in case any other somebody else want to pick it up. We have to have the facts over here. I just wanted to know. Right, girl, Karen. I ain't learned to drive till I was 19, and I snuck. Yeah, somebody snuck into. It was a boyfriend who didn't want me to go home, and he was taking. He was dropping me off, and he didn't want me to go home. He wanted me to stay out, and he was like, "Well, what if I teach you how to drive?" 4 days in the morning, he was teaching me how to drive. I ain't lying. That's how I learned how to drive. 19, child. 19. That's why I told you, you shelter. Just sheltered ass. Yes, we have to have them true and actual facts. I can't do nothing with the. Mm-mm. And even with them conspiracies, honey, it better be, prima donna usually have them rooted in some type of facts. It gotta be rooted in some type of facts and evidence or something. Cause I ain't gonna be able to take that. I'm gonna be like looking like, huh? What? I'm up around off campus to the apartment. Oh, I told my son to hear it. Oh, you know what, child? If you want to get cussed out in this family by the hierarchy, we structure like a business. When I tell you, if I ever drop a book, y'all gonna crack up. But let them hear you talking about waiting till your child get 18 to put them out, or they got to go when you 18 and when they 18. Let them report that back to auntie and them, grandma and them, and whatever. See how much trouble your ass get. You ain't got to go nowhere. They come and dictate your house. You ain't got to go nowhere at 18. The fuck is you talking about? And I don't know how y'all, I'm Southern, right? So, and you think that if you don't have a boyfriend, just say you got a boyfriend or a husband and you got a child from somewhere else, which most of the people in the family are still married to their husband, or if they divorced them, they don't, have a stepdad or anything like that, but or a stepmom or anything like that. But if you think that you're gonna bring another nigga in, well, I have one cousin, you think that you're gonna bring another nigga in, and you even look like you choosing that nigga over your child, baby, it's gonna be war. They gonna come and take your whole house out. I'm trying to tell you, they are crazy in this. I'd be like, listen, but I grew up with some requirements that's still in place to this day. Some regulations. They don't play that shit. You think that you're gonna choose a man over your child? You gotta know, and vice versa. A man ain't gonna choose a woman over the child. You better get your ass on. That's why in all my relationships, if you have a child, I make sure that your ass is dealing with that goddamn child. I don't mean call them goddamn, but you know what I mean. You better have a relationship with them kids and your family, or you better have a good reason why you don't have a relationship with that family. Now with the kids, that's unacceptable. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You gonna pay that child support if you own it? I don't want to hear none of it. None of it. You gonna get your ass. I don't give a fuck if you work till you pass the fuck out. You gonna take care of all of them. Shit, and me too. I don't give a damn what time you get off work. Shit. Mm-hmm. Right, James. You done got scared. Yeah, baby, don't play that shit. And it ain't none of that shit about the man get a bigger portion than the kids and the man eat before the kids. None of that. You got them fucked up. They even think some shit like that going on. They're gonna be you gonna look out, they're gonna be pulling up at your motherfucking residence in droves. I'm talking about cars and shit. And you got to sit down and have a family meeting. You got to talk about this. They wants to know what the fuck is you thinking. They don't play that shit. They own it. You be like, God damn. Getting married out of wedlock, that's a crime. You can't do shit. You can't do a goddamn. I told you. No, men with braids, tattoos, piercings, and face piercings and shit, None of that is allowed. You crazy? Pink hair, green hair, blue hair, That weave in your head better make sense. Them fingernails and shit. You can't do shit. Nothing. You might as well sign up for the damn military. Girl. Shit. What's good with it, TY? Yep, you can't do shit. Wow, you can't do nothing. What was another one? Can't you? I mean, I'm just saying you can't mistreat them kids in any way. Anyway, that's gonna be your ass. That's gonna be your ass. Everybody gonna be jumping on you. You gonna have so many phone calls. That's why people have to hide their pregnancies in this family and hide marriages and shit. I'm telling you, I done popped up. Ain't done told nobody I got married. Till I got to the house. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm married. Prosper for God. Oh yes, by the way, I'm engaged. You heard my friend that I played that call from Tony. He said, you be married and be divorced and be married to somebody else and still be married and engaged and all at the same time. Yeah. Because they take your mates and your friends through a goddamn background check, a verbal background check, your ass wouldn't believe. Because their idea is you're not going to bring no trash into this family. You're not going to hang around no trash, no judge, people that shit you got to look at, got to watch. You're not doing none of that. But they're the best people in the world, though. Don't get that twisted. I'm just talking about these rules and regulations, these criteria. You fucking around, baby. Honey, listen, shit. I'm talking about my friends. They got so many goddamn inquiries and questionnaires about their ass. They be like, God damn. You think I'm joining the motherfucking shit, the goddamn army? I'm just coming over here to hang with Andrew. They ain't playing that bullshit. They be like, They watching you. Who the fuck is that? No, who was that? Who is you? That's how they greet you. Not how you doing, nice to meet you, whatever. Who is you? I swear for God, who is you? Like, huh? Who is you? Who is you? That's what they say. I just put my head down. And I was so sad when my child told me that she had told somebody that she brought to meet me. She was outside giving that person instructions. Don't do this, don't do this, pull your pants up, don't say this, don't say that. But I felt so bad because that shit, I thought I had stood in the gap. And I guess some of that rubbed off on me too. But I felt so bad that I put that pressure on her. Don't come up here with no bullshit. Who is you? Who your mom? Who your family name is? What side of town they come from? What church they go to? Your mama married? Got a boyfriend living there? Where they work at? Oh, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh. Anyway, make sure y'all drop y'all link. Nobody wants to come up and talk so much. Sure, y'all drop y'all link. I ain't one friend to hold y'all. I just wanted to come on out and bring y'all that little T-E-E-E-E. Oh, what's the hierarchy for the with the with garnishment? Shit. Hell, I don't remember that. That we learned that back in and when we learned about torts. And you learned torts the first year of law school. I don't remember that, honey. I can get it for you though. I can get it for you. But it's usually gonna be whatever is considered like a priority claim. So whatever gonna be considered a priority judgment, that's what usually goes first. So whatever the priority. And so when I introduced my husband, I said, "Oh hell no, y'all must be getting married." She ain't never brought none around. Oh, for real, honey, girl. Listen, child, my auntie and them had told me talking about, and I talking about my daddy. Talking about, let me tell you something. I don't know how your mama met your daddy. Wait a minute, yes I do. She probably out there doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing. I don't know how she met him. I'm like, what? Baby, I can tell y'all some. Listen, oh yeah, I told you got to hide the babies. You know, you come in with that those pregnancies out of wedlock. You got to hide that. Uh-uh. you got baby. You got to be like MIA, baby, missing in action. You got to hide that for a minute because it's gonna be some bullshit. Unless you just gonna you want to stand in the fire. You been stand in the fire. You come on out there. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm pregnant. You got to let them run across and find the information. Because if not, you got a bunch of explaining to do. I'm talking about grown. 20s and 30s. You better have an explanation. Why is you pregnant? You ain't married. Oh, baby, it's crazy. It's tough. And do you know power query? Power query. What's that? What's power query? Is that some kind of roots? I'm waiting for you to give me the answer so we can get on off him. So y'all can enjoy the balance of y'all day. Oh, I don't fool around with Excel. How you not know something about a computer? Not in that area though. Let me see. Let me see what that is. Hey, I know something about I mean, I don't know the applications and shit. I don't know that stuff. Yeah, okay. It said Power Query as an Excel. See what it does. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. With Power Query in Excel, you can import or connect to external data and then shape that data. For example, like remove a column. Hold on, let me see. Found in Excel and later Power Query allows you to use import data into Excel through internal sources such as text files, CSV files, web or Excel workbooks, to list a few. Yeah, the data can be then cleaned and prepared for our requirements. Yeah, those are applications. Yeah, I don't fuck with that. How I know something about a computer a little bit. Not about a computer. That me about I don't get into that. Oh, you're creating access for your company, and we have 1 million free you. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look at these people that be coming through here with all these goddamn skills and important jobs and shit that use your head and stuff like that. And shout out to people that use their hands too. That ain't what I'm talking about, but I'm just saying, that's interesting. Access tools, right? Right, y'all. That be the people that be out there sitting in them desks to be using all that shit, preparing all that type of stuff. They use those tools in preparation for different types of graphs and reports and shit like that. They be out there doing all that shit. I don't do that. Well, I didn't do that anyway. You don't want to first give my brain a break, girl. Access workshop, yeah, that Excel. I never liked Excel. I never liked it. Oh, y'all remember in school when they tried to get you some kind of way to do math problems in Excel, and somehow the way how you put them in is supposed to add them, subtract, and move over here more. I hate that shit. I hated it. Oh my gosh. I hated that shit. Like, who does? And them people can do that shit. They be moving that shit all over in them spreadsheets and shit. I'm not got time for that. Before I fool around some. Yeah, go look at Honey knows that bullshit. That's what it's called, a sum. Look, girl, look at God. Look what I'm talking about. Look at the people that you can bring on out, honey. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers that know something that's useful. They can enhance somebody's life rather than some ignorant ass, illiterate, ghetto ass bullshit. That's what I can't. I can tolerate some of that shit for shits and giggles, but other than that, yes, girl, yeah, that bullshit, huh? I used to be cussing. It's like, are you serious? All that specific shit you got to put in here and put over here and whatever character and shit. Anybody got time for that? I just want to add and subtract. 1 + 1 is 2. I want to put the 1. I want to put the addition sign, the plus sign. I want to put another 1. I want to put the equal sign, and I want it to come up to 2. That's it. I don't have time to want to streamline a way to, you can put all the information in there and then put a code or some kind of equation or something in that motherfucker, and then it can pull all the information out and only add up the shit you need to add. I don't got time for that shit. I'd rather take 4 days and just go down the line and add what I need to add and shit. Whatever. Fuck that shit. I ain't got time for that. Yes. Yes, that's that. Yeah, that's on that delegation shit right there. That's definitely a delegation job. Here you go. Hell no. Baby, I be looking crazy. Like, what? Girl, I'll never forget. They created a Excel spreadsheet to put some information just to have a backup to when the systems go down or whatever. And it just had this particular report information in there just to create, just something, something that's not like a system type of a systematic type of tool that that just runs based on what's already the binary stuff that's already in the computer that you use, right? Not using that. They wanted to have something manual that could, that you can refer to just in case that shit went down. Honey, brought out the Excel. Baby, I was about to cry. Luckily, all we had to do was copy and paste and put the shit on the shit on the sheet. We weren't trying to look for the sum and all that bullshit and trying to figure it out and all that. All we did was just, because honey, I was finna quit. I was fixing to quit. That's it. No, ma'am. Yes, child. Look at it. Well, let me get off here, child, because you know me. Interesting people doing interesting shit, baby. That gets me going. I'll be here talking to. We won't have number one person here, but yes. So anyway, I want to let y'all know that. Thanks again. Make sure y'all like us up, and yeah. So we're gonna be looking for. Listen, if y'all hear something before I do, make sure y'all hit me on the phone. And the person who called me, you go ahead and call me back because I'm going to get off this live. All right, y'all. Till the next live. Peace.